Valsarin? Where's the Right Master?
Nocturnal killed him. We couldn't stop her.
No! That's not possible!
I also found it pretty cool because I could breathe underwater.
This doesn't make any sense. What happened to the Right Master?
Nocturnal killed him. She had the heart of transparent law now.
I don't believe it. The Right Master, Ichesis, he's the best of us. Besides, I thought only he could reveal the heart's hidden location.
He hid the heart in his own chest. Nocturnal tore it out of him and killed him.
I knew he was remembering things, but I had no idea he was so desperate. To make a deal with a Daedric prince? Even to foil the sea slode? That was just foolish. In retrospect, though, I might have done the same. How do we beat the Triad now?
I don't think the Triad exists anymore. Nocturnal took the heart for herself.
Nocturnal betrayed the other princes? That's rather typical from what I've read. Without the heart, without the Right Master, what are we supposed to do now?
We have to find another way to stop Nocturnal.
I'm not sure there is another way. With the heart of transparent law, Nocturnal can control the Crystal Tower. And with the Crystal Tower, she can... well, I'm not sure why she wants the tower. We'll need to consult a few experts about that. Grief does us no good unless we use it to focus our commitment. We need to rally our forces. It's time to turn this Daedric tide before the waters of oblivion overwhelm us. Thankfully, Sotha Sil returned while you traveled the Dreaming Cave.
Did Sotha Sil have any news to share?
Sotha Sil said he had information meant only for Right Master Ichesis' ears. He asked me to send the Right Master to see him when he returned from traveling the Dreaming Cave.
Someone needs to tell Sotha Sil the Right Master is dead.
We also need to convince Sotha Sil to share the news he brought with us. But without the Right Master, he may decide to simply depart. Like all the members of the Dark Elf Tribunal, he can be very enigmatic. Maybe you should talk to him.
I'll speak with him. So we meet again.
How unusual. The Psijics know better than to disturb me in my private study, and the Right Master has kept me waiting for an inordinate amount of time. That leads me to a single conclusion. The Right Master has not returned from the Dreaming Cave.
The Right Master is dead. Nocturnal killed him.
That is unfortunate. I enjoyed my infrequent talks with Ichesis. Ah, well. Now, if you don't mind, I have preparations to make before I take my leave. I am and I did. But the Right Master is no longer in a position to receive that information. Now, once again, I ask.
Hey guys, so unfortunately, for some reason my mic decided to stop working here. So, just kind of bear with me. It does eventually come back a little bit about halfway. So, you guys are probably going to have to read the responses yourself since you can't hear me and I was unaware of at the time of the recording. I'm not really sure what happened or why it happened. So I apologize, guys.
A demand? Interesting. Then hear my words. Nocturnal stole a secret I thought well hidden. I developed a technique for utilizing life energy as a source of power. I suspect she will use that technique to amplify the Crystal Tower. The Crystal Tower exists on multiple planes of reality simultaneously and possesses capabilities we do not fully understand. We must assume that Nocturnal's options are infinite. I suggest you find Valsarin and inform her of this development. I find it hard to believe that Nocturnal, Mephala and Vile worked together for as long as they did. Daedric princes aren't known for their willingness to share. With the heart, Nocturnal moves one step closer to gaining control of the tower. Transparent law. The crystal at the top of the crystal tower anchors its metaphysical structure to all realities. With the heart, she can restore the crystal, utilize its capabilities, and make herself master of the tower. The tower straddles every reality. Its true purpose remains lost to time, but I theorize it was created as a watchtower of sorts, a doorway to everywhere. It stands to reason, then, that the tower is the key to omnipresence. Imagine a Daedric prince who can exert influence throughout the multiverse at a moment in time. Nocturnal could become infinite. If she accomplishes that, then her power would multiply accordingly. She would be without limits.
You need to go to Valser and study right now. There's a problem.
Don't lose focus!
The diamond key! It won't meld with me!
Keep trying! We need to open these gates! Time is running out. The sapiarchs still haven't completed their ritual, and now Nocturnal has launched an attack against them. I sent Darian and Razumdar to defend the sapiarchs, but the Daedric keep on coming. I'll stay here and try to assist with the ritual. You go and help Darian and Razumdar. We need to buy the sapiarchs enough time to attune themselves to the diamond keys. While the sapiarchs here work to attune themselves to the Resolute Diamonds, other sapiarchs perform their parts of the ritual at the north and south platforms. Nocturnal has sent Daedra to disrupt the ritual platforms. You need to stop them.
Finish the ritual. We will keep you safe. Is safe. Go! Rise will finish up here.
Stay focused, Sapiarch. We'll deal with the Daedra. This platform is safe. Go! I'll finish up here.
The energy. Something feels wrong.
No! I think it's working! Ah!
Damn it! No!
That was unexpected, yes.
The Sapiarchs
I
are
knew
dead.
this wasn't going to work. Speeding up the sapiarch ritual was a long shot at best. We should have had the Conclave working on a solution all along. The Psijics could have figured out how to attune the Resolute Diamonds. You're right. Even without the Right Master, we can still do this. I can take the Resolute Diamonds and return to Artaeum immediately. But, well, I'm kind of at a loss as to what we should do next. I'll take the diamonds to Artaeum and get the Conclave working on them immediately. Meanwhile, I need you to go to Eleanor and warn the Proxy Queen. She has to make sure Somerset is prepared for the worst, just in case. Darian, gather the diamond keys. The Psijic Order will do what the sapiarchs could not.
No, I'm done with the Psijic Order. Too many deaths, not enough action.
Raz will meet our friend in Alinor. You two do what you must. This one has seen many bizarre things working as an Eye of the Queen, but this may take the moonsugar cake. A strange dog walked up and spoke to Raz. That is what Raz said, a dog. It spoke words as clear as day. It gave me a message to give to you. The dog said you should meet it in the gardens because it had something important to tell you. Yes, Raz will go warn the Proxy Queen. That would be for the best. Just be careful, my friend. This one does not trust dogs, especially ones that talk. Talking animals, so unnatural, yes?
Follow divine me. Prosecution requesting.
It's me, Barbet. Wasn't that fun? Exercise is good for the digestion after all. Besides, I find that people look at me strangely whenever I start chatting in public. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to tell you that my master wants to have words with you. Where do you live? Under a rock? Everybody knows that Barbas is the Hound of Clavicus Vile. Look, I was glad to come find you and get out of the house, as it were. Vile's fuming about how Nocturnal betrayed him. He just hates getting embarrassed. Probably wants to make some kind of a deal. That's his bread and butter, you know. Look, it's no skin off my nose, but it seems to me that Nocturnal irritated you even more when she evaporated your friend and took the Crystal Tower's heart. Head into the caves just north of the city. He told me he'd wait there, but not to take too long. Like I said, he's still a little upset about the Triad breaking up and all that. My master has been livid since Nocturnal betrayed him. That's why I've been keeping my distance. Do me a favor and try not to make him any more irritated when you talk to him. I'd hate to see something bad happen to you. Oh wait, no I wouldn't. What? You never heard of the Daedric Prince of Bargains? The ruler of the Fields of Regret and the Lord of Tricks and Wishes? Well, don't tell him that. He's upset enough as it is. He had such high hopes until Nocturnal betrayed their partnership. I'm Barbas. Sure, I may look like a talking dog, but I'm actually a talking dog. I'm my master's faithful hound and servant, although I have a tendency to annoy my prince. Not sure why that is. Anyway, this is just one of my favorite forms. Look at that! You can follow directions. My master's waiting for you deeper inside.
Please, Master! Mercy!
Even in death they serve. So, the Hound found you. Good. Let's discuss an arrangement, shall we? Don't let these crumbled husks trouble you. I needed to vent my frustrations, and my loyal followers were close at hand. Yes, I did. I assumed Barbas would have made that clear. I admire your persistence almost as much as I hate the fact that you constantly oppose me. Still, Nocturnal couldn't dispatch you, which indicates you may be useful to me after all. Still, We have a common cause now, you and I. A common enemy. Nocturnal turned her back on our alliance. She betrayed the Triad. Worse, she betrayed me. Consider my next words carefully before you respond. I can grant you access to the Crystal Tower. You killed my Court of Bedlam, Earl. You dispatched our pet sea sloth. I hate you, but I also respect you. And I need your help to gain vengeance against Nocturnal. So I ask you this. How could you not trust me? Isn't the enemy of my enemy my friend? Upstairs, you'll find a key. With it, your Psijic friends can get you to my realm, where I can direct you to the Crystal Tower. Getting inside, though, for that, you'll need the Resolute Diamonds. Unfortunately, I can't help you with that. Haven't you learned anything? The Crystal Tower exists in all realms. In my realm, however, there is no gatehouse to block your way, just the tower's own defenses. And for that, unfortunately, you'll need the diamond keys. A problem, certainly, but one I'm sure you can overcome. Perhaps another prince will be willing to help you. I leave the details of that to you. Just remember this favor I have provided when you restore the tower and save your beloved Nern. I'm sure something of value will suggest itself when the time is right. I promise that whatever I ask for as compensation, it will not unduly cost you. Anyway, no more than you can afford. On that, you have my word.
Can you hear me? I have troubling news. The Golden Knight has taken matters into his own hands. He set Lathan free and returned with him to Somerset. Who knows what all that time in Meridia's realm did to Darian's mind? He couldn't have gotten off the island without Lathan's help, and Lathan needed his assistance to circumvent the wards placed upon him. I need you to find out what they're up to. I sense Darian in Somerset's northwest region, but Lathan's magic prevents me from identifying a more precise location. Please, I need your help. The Resolute Diamonds are proving more difficult to unravel than I imagined, and there's no one else. I'll find you as soon as the diamond keys are ready to use.
Now, don't get mad, but there's a perfectly good explanation why Lathan and I busted out of Artaeum and came to this charming little hideaway. The intentions of the city... Now, don't get mad. The intentions of the Psijics are good, but we're running out of time. From what we saw at the gatehouse, Nocturnal has already taken control of the Crystal Tower. Drastic action is called for, and Lathan's agreed to put us in contact with Nephalem. Not you too. I got enough doubt and dirty looks back in Artaeum. Look, Nephalem was betrayed by Nocturnal. It stands to reason she might want to help us. And we could certainly use the power since I still can't make contact with Meridia. I knew I could count on you. As for Lathan, you should talk to him. We can make him pay for his crimes later. Right now, we need him to help us or we could lose everything.
If you want to return me to Artaeum, I won't resist you. But first I need to find out if the rest of Methalla's followers are safe. Let me learn their fate, and then I'll submit myself to your mercy. I am, but I'm surprised that you'd go along with that. If we can get inside and reach Mathala's shrine, I can attempt to make contact with my prince. Not exactly, but it's obvious to me that you believe that's what's happened. I need to see for myself. In any event, there's no harm in approaching Mathala's shrine. I'm just a little concerned that it took me so long to open this door. It should have been a simple matter to identify myself and unlock the door. But the spells in place resisted me. It's as if I've lost my status as Mathala's Earl, or as if someone or something interfered with the place's defenses. I spent years on that damnable island. Do you think the Psijic's magic could long hold someone who knows the intricacies of the place? With the Right Master's death, the Order is in chaos. Only Val even realized I was missing. I'm just guessing, mind you, but I imagine someone with the abilities of a Daedric prince, who possesses the heart of transparent law, could walk into the Crystal Tower as easily as you or I could cross the threshold of an inn. My prince deals in secrets and hidden lore. If anyone can activate the keys to the Crystal Tower, she can. That was our original plan, before you intervened. After I acquired the diamonds from the sapiarchs, I was supposed to bring them to Mathala. How did this happen? My people should have been safe within these walls.
Nocturnal's been eliminating the sex of the other princes. Are you surprised she'd turn on her former allies?
I recruited most of these men and women. I was responsible for them.
It pains me that it had to end this way, but my mistress will not be denied.
Butcher! How dare you pretend to care about the men and women you slaughtered?
Every action I performed was in the service of Nocturnal's grand plan.
Lathan, she has my Dawnbreaker. Ask her if she'll kindly return it.
I never trusted Nocturnal's Earl. A dark elf in the court of Bedlam? It was unprecedented. Her daggers are as sharp as her temper, so we must tread carefully here. Nocturnal's champion is reckless and quick to anger. We can take advantage of that. Perhaps get her to slip up and reveal what's going on here. There's a scent of magic that makes my blood run cold. Nocturnal's magic is at work here. See how the Yagra have mutated into creatures of shadow? We need to follow Nocturnal's Earl. Harry her. Make her so mad she tells us everything. Hopefully, one of us will live long enough to use the information. Champion of Nocturnal, what magic is this? I've never seen anything like it.
This was always the plan. Nocturnal's plan.
So Nocturnal did betray my mistress.
Your mistress is weak. Come with me, and I'll show you what true power looks like.
Lathan, no! Come on! We can't let them get away!
This magic, it destroys everything. What good is power if there's nothing left to rule?
This is what the court wanted all along. An end to the old ways. A new beginning.
I won't be party to the death of innocents. I won't...
Let him go!
Be silent, knight, or I'll let you taste the blade you once carried. I wish to speak to your friend now. Look how the pearls shimmer with dark energy. Isn't it beautiful? My mistress offers a small mercy. Allow her to finish her work, and she'll make the deaths of the Psijics fast and painless. But if you interfere, you will all suffer before you die. The sea slowed trinkets. It was an easy matter for my mistress to alter the magic, to use their ability to siphon life energy and funnel it into the crystal tower. In the end, your own world will provide the power that spells its doom. Nirn's destruction isn't the goal, it's just a means to an end. The crystal tower grows more powerful with every iota of energy produced by Nirn's death. And with that power, Nocturnal will remake all reality into a perfect darkness. Mephala and Clavicus Vile are fledglings compared to my mistress. Nocturnal existed before this reality was even imagined, and she will ride its destruction into the next. This isn't an end, it's a new beginning. Good luck with that. Now stay out of the way, or death will be the least of your concerns.
Nocturnal must pay for betraying my mistress. But the magic of the abyssal pearls appears to do more than just siphon our life energy. It obscures my connection to Mephala. This shrine may be blocked, but I may know another way. While a consecrated shrine offers the best conduit to a Daedric prince, there are other means. In the back chambers, I have a way to communicate privately with my prince. I should be able to open a connection there. She's gone. I no longer sense her presence here. The abyssal pearls, however. The court helped seed them throughout Somerset. I can tell the Psijics where to find them before Nocturnal activates them all. First, though, we must contact Mephala. Darian, go the other way and meet us in the back chambers. We want to make sure Nocturnal's Earl didn't leave us any surprises.
I'll go. But if this is just a ploy so you can betray us, you'll have to deal with me.
Mephala, appear before your faithful servant.
I answer my Earl's summons only to find him with these unworthies. Do you betray me too, Lathan?
Never, my prince. We share a common enemy now. Please, talk to them and hear what they have to say.
So, the mortal who opposed me wants to speak. If what you say doesn't interest me, I will order Lathan to kill you. And what did the cowardly Prince of Bargains offer you? Was it something so intriguing that you would risk my wrath as well? Speak, before my patience wears thin. You would challenge Nocturnal in the Crystal Tower? Since gaining the Heart of Transparent Law, the tower serves as an extension of her own realm. It amuses me that you want to thwart her plans. She'll destroy you, of course, but I'm still amused. How desperate you must be to offer the very relics I once sought. I will think upon your request. Before you enter Vile's realm, have my Earl contact me again. At that time, I will either help you, or I won't, as is my prerogative.
That's it? A maybe?
I'll return to Artaeum with Darien and tell them what we learned. Meet us there.
We failed. The Conclave, despite its best efforts, wasn't able to attune the Resolute Diamonds. We can't use the Diamond Keys to enter the Crystal Tower. But what about you? Were you able to track down Darien and the traitor Lathan? Using the Crystal Tower and Sotha Sil's technique for utilizing life energy? Then we really are doomed. Without a way into the Crystal Tower, we can't even attempt to challenge Nocturnal, let alone try to stop her. Is that what the Psijic Order is reduced to? Forced to accept help from the same Daedric princes that got us into this trouble in the first place? Still, getting to the tower won't matter if we can't use the Diamond Keys to get inside. I opposed this line of reasoning when Lathan first suggested it, as bargains with the princes don't often end well. But what choice do we have? Still, thanks for finding a way forward. While it's a long shot, at least it represents a chance. I'll start making preparations for the Dreaming Cave. In the meantime, Sotha Sil asked me to send you to his study the moment you arrived. I'm not sure what he wants, but you should tell him about your interactions with the betrayed princess. Something to do with the Crystal Tower, no doubt. Sotha Sil has never been forthcoming, though for some reason, it appears that he's taken a liking to you. But tell me.
He's brought Lathan with him.
But why would Lathan volunteer to return? It makes no sense. Well, go and talk to Sotha Sil. Perhaps he can shed light on what we can expect in the Crystal Tower.
I'll go talk to him.
Sotha Sil waits for you in his study. Tell him about the alliance with the Daedric princes, and ask him if he knows what we can expect to face inside the Crystal Tower. I'll wait for Darien and Lathan to return.
Well, if both of the princes are... if both of the princes open the way, what's our plan to assault the Crystal Tower?
We'll want to send a small force, but leave the majority of the Conclave behind, in case the efforts in the Crystal Tower fail. Leave the details of that to me. I'm not sure how we're going to stop Nocturnal, though. Maybe Sotha Sil has some ideas.
Okay.
The Tribunal has been warned. They will make preparations in case the efforts here fail. I doubt that even they can weather the resulting storm if the worst comes to pass. As I calculated, your actions will determine the outcome of these events.
Is that why you sent me?
In part. Determining the possible consequences of disparate actions becomes easier when studying the primary catalyst. You have a tendency to fill that role in almost all situations. What happened after the sapiarchs failed to attune the diamonds?
Well, I made a deal with Vile to reach the Crystal Tower and Nephalia to consider attuning the crystal.
A bold move. Still, I see the logic. Who better to send against their betrayer than the mortal who bested their plans at every turn? If Mephala agrees, you'll be able to assault the tower. I just wish I knew what Nocturnal hopes to accomplish.
Nocturnal plans to use the Crystal Tower and the sea-slowed Sotha Pearl to remake reality, pretty much.
I'm not sure that's within the capability of the Crystal Tower, but if she uses just an application of the magic of the Abyssal Pearls, it could work, I suppose.
What do you mean?
If Nocturnal uses the life force of Nern to increase the power of the Crystal Tower, she can then use the same technique to steal the energy of the Daedric princes as she invades their realms. Infinite connections, infinite power. Ingenious.
So what do we do to stop this?
Gather your companions and meet me in the Dreaming Cave. We must contact Vile and Mephala so you can enter the Crystal Tower, recover the heart of transparent law, and repair the Tower Crystal. That will require a burst of divine energy, though.
We need divine energy to repair the transparent law crystal?
Transparent law, the crystal at the top of the tower, is as much metaphysical as it is tangible. Only divine energy can reconnect the heart and make the crystal whole. Of course, Nocturnal is aware of this as well.
So why does this matter?
If Nocturnal performs the restoration and once again merges the heart with transparent law, her connection to the tower will become unbreakable. She truly will ascend to an infinite state of being.
So what do you suggest?
You must enter the Crystal Tower and recover the heart. Then find a relic filled with divine energy and repair transparent law. Only then will the tower's innate defenses re-engage and repel Nocturnal's influence. In theory, anyway.
Okay. Well then, off we go.
Psijics must be one. I brought Lathan back, and what does Valsurin do? Sends me off without a word or a thank you. So when do we head out to assault the Crystal Tower? No one tells me anything around here.
We're heading to the Dreaming Cave. Hopefully Val and Mephala will honor their end of the bargain.
I knew I could count on you. You're always straight with me. I appreciate that. Still, the last time I went off to fight a Daedric prince, there was a celebration. A party! This time it's just us.
You're upset because no one's celebrating?
What? No, I didn't mean it like that. I just mean back then there were more familiar faces, friends who I knew had my back, charging into battle with allies I trusted. There was a comfort in that. Here I'm practically a stranger.
You can count on me.
And trust me, I am grateful for that. You're kind of like me in a lot of ways, aren't you? An outsider caught up in things we don't fully understand. Whatever happens, when this is over, let me buy you a drink. Then we can have a proper celebration.
Fair enough. It sounds like a plan. You didn't even ask about my nice new outfit.
This is Artaeum. Raz is impressed and truly frightened by the very strange sky.
Ah, here comes your friend now. Just remember, you were never here. The Conclave isn't fond of visitors.
For a place that doesn't like visitors, Raz thinks it's pretty busy, yes?
Razumdar sent word that he needed...
Raz never had the urge to travel to Oblivion, or visit a magically displaced island. But now Raz feels like the cat who caught the farmer's prized turkey. It is good to see you safe, my friend. Now, Tell Raz you have a way to save Somerset.
We have a plan, but it involves deals that I may or may not have made with Daedric princes.
Raz knew that strange talking dog would lead you into trouble. Do you really think we can trust those Daedric princes? No, too late for that. Tell Raz the rest of your plan, yes?
We're going to assault the Crystal Tower and stop Nocturnal.
Foolish, but brave. Also very foolish. Raz has walked into certain death many times and emerged with his fur intact. Mostly. But Raz knows why you do this thing. Raz will not try to talk you out of this. He will instead give you happy news.
Happy news?
Raz warned Queen Irene. She has promised to contact the leaders of the other alliances and assemble a mighty force to deal with this threat. Which brings us to the not-so-happy news.
And of course, there's not-so-happy news.
The mighty force won't reach Somerset for quite some time. Oh, Raz could tell you about prevailing winds, unusual storms, and other factors beyond our control, but it amounts to the same thing. We're on our own, my friend.
Are you going to come with me to the Crystal Tower?
Not this time. Defense of Somerset. If the Crystal Tower keeps exploding, we will evacuate the island and save as many people as we can. May the luck of Joan and Jode be with you, my friend.
You are a terrific father to our daughter, Lathan. I'll never forget that.
You were always Elderway's hero, Val. I envied the way she looked up to you.
I'm sorry, Lathan. I should have been there with you, with her, at the end.
You were trying to save her. I know that. It was just... Damn it, we need to win this, Val.
I like that. Alright, Val.
Things will never be the same between me and Lathan again. But I think we understand each other a little better now. Funny how the approaching end of the world has a way of putting everything into perspective.
Are you ready to do this?
I've been a member of the Psijic Order for more years than I can remember. But this is the first time since my daughter's illness that I've been truly frightened about what's to come.
So this is your first time facing the end of the world?
The world ends all the time. It's just that I'm more accustomed to that being a personal event and not a shared experience. The world ended when the Right Master died, for example, but only from his perspective. If Nocturnal remakes reality...
Let's go to the Dream Cave and make sure that doesn't happen.
You have a way of instilling confidence, my friend. You're similar to the Right Master in that regard. If we can't have him at our side for this, I'm glad to at least have you. I just hope we can see our way through this. I'll meet you at the cave.
Alright.
This shrine, Val and I built it for our daughter after she died. High elves don't bury their dead, but we needed something to remember her by. She loved climbing this tree before the illness took her. I forgot how beautiful it was.
Can I trust you to help us in this?
With the Psijic Order and my mistress Methala aligned toward a common goal, I'm feeling practically giddy with anticipation. But never fear. I'll re-establish contact with my prince when called upon to do so. I gave you my word.
What do you hope to accomplish with the Court of Bellum?
The court offered me a purpose after my life lost its meaning. Our princes promised to remake the world, turn it into a better place, a paradise, and they were going to elevate the Altmer back to their status as gods. Suffering would come to an end.
Isn't that Nectrum still wants to do?
Not in the least. Remaking the world to eliminate death and disease is one thing. Destroying everything to turn yourself into a being of infinite power, well, that's something else entirely.
Alright.
Talk to me when you're ready to proceed. This is the moment of truth. Once we begin, nothing can stop the rush to the grand conclusion. Make sure you have everything you need before I activate the Dreaming Cave.
I'm ready. Let's assault this tower.
I'll lead you through the fields of regret to reach the Crystal Tower.
Hey, that dog just talked.
I can establish contact with Methala. She's ready to appear if you're willing to lower the defenses.
Oriandra, Valserin, assist me. Let us open a path and not keep the Prince of Secrets waiting.
Sotha Sil, the false god. I should have expected to see you.
Lady Methala, will you honor the agreement you made with this mortal?
I am always true to my word. Now, send forth a mortal who consistently avoids the tangles of my webs. We have much to discuss. You are strangely consequential for a mortal. In my calculations, I somehow overlooked your significance. And yet, that is worked to my advantage. For now we have a chance to thwart Nocturnal, and that will be something to savor.
So you'll attune us to the Resolute Diamond?
I can attune the diamond keys, but that won't be enough to keep you safe. Using the secrets she stole from Sotha Sil, Nocturnal has infused the Crystal Tower with boundless energy. It makes the tower's connection to reality increasingly unstable.
So what else do we need?
I must turn the Resolute Diamonds into more than just keys. They must become an anchor, something to lock you to this reality. Without such a weight, you will be lost as the tower rapidly shifts from one plane to the next. And in exchange...
Tell me what you want.
2 trivial concessions, nothing more. First, just as Vile sends his hound, I want you to take my Earl Lathan into the Crystal Tower. And second, I wish a private meeting with Sotha Sil after reality has been saved. Do we have a deal?
I can only speak for myself. Attune the diamonds as you have said, and Lathan can come with me.
2 Resolute Diamonds, imbued with the power of Methala. Now they merge into a single gem. 1 resolute anchor to serve as both key and safeguard. Do not lose this. Only its presence will keep you and your companions anchored to this reality.
Thank you, Prince.
Remember, if any of you stray too far from the protection of the resolute anchor, you'll be lost in the nothingness between realities. And know that I will be watching.
Can she do that? I hate being spied on.
Now it's my turn. Let me use the gift my master gave you, and I'll get you to the Crystal Tower.
Get the heart and restore the crystal known as transparent law. But remember, you'll need a relic of divine energy to accomplish that.
Lathan, promise me you'll keep them safe.
I promise, Val.
Oriandra, if I die saving the world, know that our brief time together has made me a better man.
What are you talking about?
Shh, 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 shh. It's all right to cry. I'll do my best to return to you. I promise.
What just happened? What's that crazy knight talking about?
Sir, we're ready. Here we go. Stairways that go to nothing.
I bet Nocturnal knows we're coming. So much for the element of surprise.
Where's Vile's hound? Has he abandoned us already?
No, I'm sure he'll be with us soon enough. There's some kind of battle going on over there, too. Come on, let's go, guys.
Mother and bones. Nocturnal Nocturnal sends creatures into our realm? Not while Barbas is on guard. Scoffin! Come forth!
Where are you going, creature?
I promise to show you the way. There, follow that path. That's the way to the tower. Now, I have a realm to defend.
Fair enough.
I don't think I like Barbas very much.
Come on, guys. Come on. Oh. Res, heal. And I'll just hold you off while they beat you up a little bit. Oh, yeah. Alright, guys, let's go.
What a mess. And to think we're depending on the actions of mortals. Oh well, let's talk.
Damn right you are.
Nocturnal dares much attacking my master's realm. But here you are, safe and sound. The Crystal Tower. At least it's the version that exists in the Fields of Regret. Now, I really need to get back to barking and biting Nocturnal's minions.
We can enter the tower and reach Nocturnal from here.
Well, that depends on how good Mephala's magic is. If you're attuned to the Resolute Anchor like she promised, then the doors to the Crystal Tower will open at your approach. If not, you'll more than likely die on the doorstep.
Aren't you supposed to come with us?
That was the plan, yes. But plans change when Nocturnal attacked my master's realm. Now Clavicus Vile wants me to repel those invaders and start preparing contingencies in case you fail. Understand, I have no contingencies, so try not to fail.
Fair enough. And what can we expect inside the Crystal Tower?
I've never been inside a tower that straddles every reality, but I expect you're going to have to go up, up, up. If you do reach the Night Mistress, fight her once for me.
We will. And sincerely, Barbs, thank you. We're going inside now.
Remember Mephala's warning. Stray too far from the Resolute Anchor, and you'll get lost between realities.
Noted. Alright, guys, let's do it.
This place looks surprisingly intact.
It does,
The
actually.
interior and the exterior of such places rarely coincide perfectly. I pity the sapiarchs that were present when Nocturnal unleashed this magic.
Oh, enemies. Okay.
A dead end? Did we make a wrong turn?
Negative.
Wait, the tower. It's moving. Fascinating.
Going
It
to
appears to
reality.
be reconfiguring itself.
Then let's get moving before the tower remakes this platform out of existence.
I expect we'll see more evidence of this malleable nature the higher we climb.
I'm sure.
Look at this place. Part of the ceiling has fallen in.
Yes, but what happened to the shadow sapiarchs? They were thick as crows on the lower levels.
Stay back!
Oh,
Really?
okay.
A walking volcano?
Here we go. Let's bring it in. Let's bring the pain, guys. got this. Got him. Yes.
I don't know how you entered the tower, but you must get out of here.
She's still alive. We have to help her.
No, stay back. The relic that protects me, it's failing. You can't help me.
She's right. Look how she's starting to fade.
Please, before I'm lost, tell me, what happened? I deserve to know why the tower has done this.
Nephalem has taken control of the Crystal Tower. How do we ascend the tower from here?
Nocturnal? So I am to die as a pawn in some game played by a Daedric prince? I'm sorry, but you've reached a dead end. The explosions. The exit is blocked by debris. There's no way to move it. You should turn back and flee.
Please, we have to keep going up if we're gonna stop Nocturnal.
The old ballista. If you could get it working again, it might be strong enough to punch through the debris. Oh gods, the relic. I'm not ready to die.
I'm so sorry.
I don't want to die.
Let me help you. Clear your mind.
It's so hard to concentrate.
Think of your loved ones. Picture their faces, and my magic will help you.
I see them. The pain is fading. I can see.
She's gone.
Her last moments were peaceful.
Thank you.
I saw to that. The magic that held back the shadows is gone. They'll be upon us before we know it.
Alright, so let's go.
The dying sapiarch was right. That is a ballista. It's not broken, it's just missing a few parts. Look around while I get the rest of it back in working condition. That should do it. Just need a crank, a rope, and some ballista bolts.
Here.
That should work. Let's blast away out of here.
Curious. From the opening in the ceiling, it appears that we're no longer in Vile's realm.
So that's what they meant when they said the tower was in every realm at the same time.
Yes, that must control the gate across the chamber. It appears to require a key, however. Down there. That looks like a likely candidate.
There we go. What?
Nocturnal started to repair transparent law. Soon none of this will matter.
No! You mustn't do this!
You can't reason with crazy, Lathan. Besides, we've got company.
How observant, Knight. Why do you insist on prolonging your pain, Nathan?
You know nothing about pain.
A pity. I thought we were the same. No matter. Your quest ends here.
Enough! Just hand over the damn key.
She's just trying to slow us down. Meet up at the gate pedestal.
Alright. Alright. They're all gone. Let's give it a shot.
She did something to the controls. The gate won't open. We must be nearing the pinnacle of the tower. That's why Nocturnal sent her champion to slow us down. Nocturnal's Earl damaged this mechanism beyond repair. Even if we had acquired the key, I'm not sure it would have opened the gate.
Do you know how we can get through the gate then?
Sapiarch magic is powerful, but not as powerful as the magic of the Psijic Order. Since we don't have the key, I can try to overcome the damaged mechanism and then follow after you.
How are you going to do that?
I can operate the mechanism manually from here. Then, once you and Darien are through the gate, I could teleport across and make it to the other side before it snaps back shut.
Alright, open the gate.
The gate! It's opening! Go on! I can't hold this for very long!
Se tivesse com a equipe azul, se nós todos tivéssemos com a equipe azul, estava fora.
Gate! Nathan, watch out!
I have to stop you here. All of you.
I wondered if you'd actually show yourself instead of just projecting menacing images.
A closed gate won't save them, Lathan.
No, but this will keep you busy for a time.
No!
Oh!
Where'd they go?
Por segundo, eu achei
Is
que
Lathan
fosse ser a Hard.
gone?
I don't know.
That should keep her busy, for a short time at least.
Why are you glowing?
I was overconfident, I'm afraid.
No.
Valcerin always said I was too sure of my own abilities. I just assumed I'd be able to get back to the protection of the Resolute Anchor before I was unmade. Pity. I would have preferred a more heroic ending.
This was your plan all along?
I had to do something to get rid of Nocturnal's champion. At least for a little while. Beyond that, I really did hope that a moment outside the Anchor's protection wouldn't be fatal. Just something else you can tell Valcerin I was wrong about.
So that's it? There's nothing we can do?
You can stop Nocturnal. I'd really rather not see you and the Knight wind up with this fate. And if all goes well, you can tell Valcerin that I'm sorry. Now hurry. Nocturnal's Earl won't be gone long.
Thank you for everything you've done, for giving us a fighting chance. And Val will remember you for this.
I should be thanking you. You had no reason to trust me, yet you did. And you gave me a chance to see my wife. To reconcile with her in a way. Now go and beat Nocturnal. I have faith in you.
What should I tell Val?
Tell her I'm going to go be with our daughter. Tell Val that we will wait for her.
Thank you, Lathan.
We should keep moving. There's nothing more we can do here.
No, there isn't. Alright, let's go. Let's put an end to this. not make the hero.
That's far enough.
The
My
action
mistress
does.
can't be interrupted. Her work is too important.
Give me the damn Dawnbreaker back.
Come and get it.
Let's do it. Let's take this Earl down.
Behind me.
Got you. Thanks for the help.
I don't understand. Why didn't the sword protect me?
Because Dawnbreaker was never intended for you.
Get it back, bud.
Meridia's magic is gone. The blade isn't yours anymore either.
We'll see about that.
Join Meridia in my eternal darkness.
Ugh.
We are not dying like this! That worked? I mean, of course it worked.
What
I
did
just
you
need a
do?
moment. Nocturnal's Earl was wrong. Meridia's power, it's not gone. Her magic remains strong and vibrant. The vessel, the last light of Meridia. It's me.
The vessel? The last light? What do you mean?
I finally understand everything Meridia told me. Her power, it's inside me. And with it, I can remove the corruption from Dawnbreaker. I can fill the relic with divine energy again.
So Sil said we needed a relic with divine energy to repair the transparent law crystal.
Then this is even better. You can use the restored Dawnbreaker to save the world. I just won't be around to see it happen. I finally understand. I'm the vessel of Meridia, her champion. But you're the key to stopping Nocturnal and saving reality.
Durian, what are you saying?
I'm saying you've got this. Whenever a threat appears, you bring the champions together. You find a way to win. And I'll be at your side for this one final battle. Just not in the way I originally expected.
What are you doing?
I'm returning the last of Meridia's power to the blade, so you can stop Nocturnal. I wouldn't do this for anyone else. Thank
Really?
you for everything.
Darian. You gave it up so I could have the blade. Do I have it in my inventory? I do not. Oh, there it is. I can't. Oh well. I figured as much. Alright.
Claro que sim, eu lembro
Here we
muito
go.
bem de você, do Guedes, de tudo fazendo. E você até falava, tem que ver de bater os pulsos, tem que ver quando ele bate os pulsos.
The tower crystal is almost whole. You're too late,
Não, essa aqui também.
I am not too late. I'm gonna put the end to this right now. Oh, man. Look at you.
You are too late. Once the crystal is made of all his power, I shall get infinite.
That's right. You don't have... Oh, hey. You look cute, aren't you?
And this time, succeed where last you failed.
Finally! My true purpose! I will not fail you, mother!
But you will. Not gonna stand a chance against me. Look at your life slowly fade away. Slowly fade away to the greatness of my power. I am the fire god for a reason, bitch. Let's end this. Told you.
Your strength is impressive. But transparent law is almost whole. Now, rise again, my champion.
You can't stop me! I only grow stronger as we bathe this world in darkness!
Witness my unbridled power!
Go. You think it's that easy, do you? You're gonna find it's not really that easy. Your minions can't do much against me if they can't get near me. Yeah, well, it's not. Take it.
The Crystal Tower. Its defenses no longer keep me out. Are you here, my friend? You did it. I knew it.
I did it, yes. But I did not do it alone. Val. I'm sorry.
Transparent law. It's whole again. I didn't think that was possible, and you stopped Nocturnal. You're back upon Somerset, my friend. The tower itself, it reformed. But where's Darian? And Lathan?
I'm sorry, but Darian sacrificed himself to restore the Dawnbreaker so I could repair the tower crystal.
Of course. When you restored the tower crystal, it most likely expelled Nocturnal back to her own realm. I'm a little concerned that I was able to walk in without a key, but we can figure that out later. Now tell me, what happened to Lathan?
Lathan gave his life so we could reach the top of the tower.
Lathan. I'll mourn for Lathan later. I'm just glad he helped you. He would have made our daughter proud. For now, you have to tell Sotha Sil what happened. Then we can inform Somerset that the island, the world, is safe again.
Let's go.
As I predicted, your efforts were successful. A slight chance is all probability requires. There is no such thing as impossible odds. You are proof of that.
Transparent law was made whole by the power of the Dawnbreaker.
Was that Meridia's plan all along? Perhaps, perhaps not. Your perseverance paid off, however. You never gave up even when the darkness was unbearable. And because of that, the Crystal Tower is safe again.
We lost friends along the way, though.
Life and death. It's all part of the ongoing circle. As long as you remember them, they will never be forgotten.
Won't Nocturnal try this again?
It took Nocturnal hundreds of years to put all the pieces of her plan into place. And you wiped it all out with a single thrust of the Dawnbreaker. There will be other plans, I'm sure. But this particular threat is over.
So what happens next?
Next? Every action we take can tip the balance of the flow of time. Bask in the moment and realize that you have done well, my mortal friend. You have saved the Crystal Tower, saved Somerset, saved reality itself. Even I could not have done better. For now, I must attend to other matters.
We still have work to do, my friend. I'm afraid we still have work to do. While the Crystal Tower is protected against Daedra, any mortal can now walk right through its gates. We must convince the sapiarchs to gather allies in order to defend the crystal-like law.
How can we convince the sapiarchs to accept help?
It will take an influence far stronger than you and I. Of that, I'm sure. We'll call a meeting of Somerset's most influential leaders. Perhaps, with such a force behind us, we can persuade the sapiarchs to see reason.
And if they don't agree?
We've already seen the devastation that's possible when the tower falls into the wrong hands. And the recent attack by Nocturnal only reinforces the need for greater protection. I want you there to help plead our case. Will you join us?
I'll come with you to help convince the sapiarchs however I can.
Go and tell Oriandra of my plan. She'll know which parties to contact. I'd also like to ask Sotha Sil to join us. His support would be extremely helpful to our cause.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, I haven't yet had a moment to process all that happened. There's still so much to be done, and perhaps that's for the best. The time to grieve can wait. For now, we must ensure the welfare of Somerset.
Okay. And off we go.
It's good to see you alive and well. Word has already spread about your daring exploits within the Crystal Tower. It's still a little hard to believe, truth be told. Of course, there's so much left to do. I already have a list as long as my arm.
Val needs you to summon a council of influential Somerset citizens.
That doesn't sound good. Is there another crisis I have yet to be informed about?
The Crystal Tower's wards have been weakened. We must convince the sapiarchs to gather allies.
I'd almost rather deal with another crisis than try to convince the sapiarchs. Still, it will be done. I'll even make sure to invite the Proxy Queen. Her palace should make for a suitable meeting place. Neutral ground and all that.
Where can we find Sotha Sil? Val wants him to join the council as well.
Sotha Sil's in his study, preparing to depart. He never seems to stick around for very long. I suggest you hurry if you want to catch him. I'll meet you in front of the Proxy Queen's palace in Alinor. Meet me there after you talk to Sotha Sil.
Okay.
Here you are again. I thought such an outcome likely. The time has come for my departure. I've always felt a sense of peace in Artaeum, but also discomfort. A consistent dilemma within me which seems to have only grown. I'll be glad to get back to the Clockwork City. There's much to do.
Much to do?
While you confronted Nocturnal, I worked within the shadow of your efforts. Negotiations with both Clavicus Vile and Mephala were held, and a compromise was decided upon. The two have agreed to a compact, an end to their direct meddling.
So does that mean they won't make trouble for us anymore?
Knowing the nature of Daedra, I doubt that shall be the case. However, any direct interference within Nirn should cease, while the terms are met, of course. As for Nocturnal, it seems she's returned to the shadows.
Do you think Nocturnal will strike again?
Perhaps. She likely contemplates her next course of action even now, given such a defeat. It may be centuries before she makes another attempt. Then again, could be days. Such is the chaotic nature of the Daedric princes.
Before you go, Val wants you to join the council she's putting together.
I must decline. Valcerin may see me as an ally, but to Somerset, I am a foreign interloper. An enemy of the state. My participation would not be welcome. The need for my presence has come to an end, and so I must depart.
Thank you for all of your help.
And so the gears turn once more.
Maybe we'll meet again
ever
sometime.
Changing, yet ever the same. With you always in the center, it seems. I take no pleasure in such distractions from my work. Still, I would not dislike it if we spoke again. Farewell.
We will meet again, I'm sure of it. I like keeping my face covered.
Actually a member of the Psijic Order? It must be. There must be something important going on to bring them out of hiding.
Finally, you arrived. We were able to gather everyone together, but they've already started the meeting. Valcerin tried to make them wait, but the sapiarchs demanded to know what was happening.
How's the meeting going so far?
To be honest, not great. Even the proxy queen is hesitant to accept our request. As always, everyone's so worried about proper high elf decorum that they refuse to see reason. I'm just not sure how we're going to win this one.
I'll go inside and see if I can help.
You can't make such demands. The sapiarchs are the keepers of the Crystal Tower.
This is about more than the College of Sapiarchs, Lonatil.
If Raz could intervene, perhaps we should hear from our newly arrived friend.
We concur with Razumdar. Let us hear what the adventurer has to say.
The sapiarchs recognize your bravery on our behalf in Lalandril and within the Crystal Tower, but there is nothing you can say that will alter our thinking on this matter.
Without the wards that keep people out, you need a new way to protect the tower.
So Valcerin claims. If this is true, the college shall institute new measures to protect the tower. That is well within our capabilities. The Psijic Order is responsible for all that has happened. Why should I trust them now?
The Right Master wasn't in control of his actions. The Psijic Prince would have found a way regardless of the Right Master's actions.
And that's supposed to convince me that the very leader of the Psijic Order was compromised in such a manner. We sapiarchs have protected the tower for centuries without incident. Why should I trust the Psijics now?
Without the actions of the Psijic Order, the Crystal Tower would have fallen to Nocturnal.
Be that as it may, the sapiarchs will continue to do as we always have. We shall protect the Crystal Tower. Entrusting that responsibility to anyone else is just far too dangerous a risk to take.
The sapiarchs can't protect the Crystal Tower alone.
That's your opinion. You are a newcomer. I have no reason to believe that you have Somerset's best interests in mind. For all I know, You and the Psijic Order wish to use the Crystal Tower for your own purposes.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did I not just save the entire world? I think you're making a mistake here.
Our friend has proven their mettle time and time again. Raz thinks you should hear about these deeds. Oriandra, admit our guests now, yes?
What are you up to, Razumdar?
I will vouch for this adventurer. While I was blinded by prejudice and hate, their actions saved Shimmerine.
Guedes, eu acabei de... Eu fiz o evento aqui, né? Eu consegui pegar a caixinha do evento.
The Divine Prosecution recognizes this adventurer's efforts to maintain the peace. I can personally attest that they saved Khaitan Keep from a Daedric cult.
Alchemy vouches for this adventurer. Within our troop, loyalty and trust come before all. This brave hero has demonstrated those qualities 1,000 times over.
We have heard enough. We accept that the adventurer is trustworthy. Sapiarch Lanatir, listen to what they have to say.
I apologize for my assumptions. It's clear you've done much good for Somerset and its people. The protection of the Crystal Tower has been the Sapiarch's duty for time immemorial. To change that now feels like we've failed.
We need to make sure the Crystal Tower is protected for the future so we don't have failures again.
I can't deny the truth of your words. Very well. Henceforth, the Sapiarchs will accept outside aid in order to best protect the Crystal Tower. I'll begin preparations immediately. However, I still refuse to allow the Psijic Order to participate.
As long as you have plans to protect the Crystal Tower.
I promise we will work with the Proxy Queen to make sure the Crystal Tower remains safe. I'll begin preparations immediately. We'll even allow the Divine Prosecution and the Mages Guild to participate in these efforts.
That sounds like a good idea.
Raz is sure there are many more details to work out, but for now, this one just wants a very strong drink.
If you would wait a moment, my friend, I'd like to talk privately. Thank you for helping me win this last battle. While the Psijic Order will not be among those protecting the Crystal Tower, we will continue to observe from afar. And now, it's time for us to depart Somerset.
You're leaving? Is that wise?
We never meant to take such a direct role in events. We're observers, watchers. We lend a hand, guide fate, but never directly shape it. Besides, I need to return to Artaeum and take up the mantle of Right Master, at least for a little while.
The Conclave made you the Right Master?
On an interim basis until we get beyond this crisis and can make a decision for the future. In the meantime, I want to atone for what the Right Master and Lathan did. I owe Somerset that much, at least.
So that's it?
You're attuned to Artaeum and have a connection to the Psijic Order now. The portal will always be open for you, and you'll always be welcome on our hidden island.
Thank you. Thank you, Val. Best of luck. We'll see you again. We'll see each other again.
Razumdar, remove your furry seat from our throne.
After all Raz has done for Queen and country, you would deny him this small comfort?
Why Cousin Iren tolerates you, we'll never understand.
Raz could get used to such a seat. Metaphorically speaking, of course. This one would prefer a throne with far more padding. But enough of such talk. Today we celebrate your victory. From newcomer to savior of Somerset. Quite the feat, yes.
Did you bring all those people here?
Raz thought of many different plans once he heard of this meeting. He is glad the first turned out so well. His other plans, well, there is no need to dwell on such unsavory details. This one never doubted you could do it, Five Claw.
Thank you, Raz.
Actually, Raz may have doubted you a few times. Or many times. But he apologizes for that. After all, you have now proven yourself most capable. And of course, no heroic deed is complete without a reward.
A reward, you say?
Raz did indeed. On behalf of Queen Irene, this is for you. Ironic how Somerset was saved by one of the newcomers it so distrusts. This is a good lesson for the High Elves, yes. Maybe now they'll realize that change is not so bad after all.
Maybe not, Raz. Maybe not. And thank you. Raz,
enjoy yourself, my friend. Raz certainly plans to.
You, sir, were a very good friend.
We would have it back now.
So tense, your majesty. Must be this uncomfortable throne. Perhaps Raz could suggest a most comfortable cushion upon which you could sit.
Such a cushion is much too lumpy for our tastes, Cat.
Bem o que você precisa.
We thank you for the aid you provided to our green and pleasant land. Newcomer, you have shown us that sometimes change is for the best.
Thank you. Well... So, with that, guys, I think I'm gonna put a stop to our nice little adventure. This will conclude Skyrim. This will conclude our trip into Somerset and the Somerset questline. And so, gonna take a little break. Give me time before I set up whatever the next zone is and what we're gonna do next. But guys, I super appreciate you joining us for this journey, this 20 chapter journey. Actually, it should have been a lot more than 20 chapters, but we really pushed through. So this last video is gonna be a couple hours, so I'm probably gonna break it into probably 2 or 3 pieces. But since it's like 6 hours worth of footage, yeah. But guys, let me pop this bad boy up for you. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining us for this adventure. Of course, as always, you can always rewatch us, or you can watch us live on Twitch and Facebook. Facebook also has updates as far as what's going on in the channel as well. YouTube has all of our edited videos, so they're a lot shorter, but if you want to watch the original content, again, Facebook or Twitch has the history on that. If you want to contact me, Discord or Instagram are great ways. Discord preferably, as I don't use Instagram much. But guys, I so appreciate you guys joining us for this adventure, and please stay tuned as more adventures with Artemis Unborn will come along with other characters as well, most likely. Guys, thank you and have a good one.